Okay, so when I'm always gonna go back to this one time. For the rest of my life, I'll always go back to it. And for me, I think it's when I really saw what God could do. It was last year in October. It was at Al's apartment. She had a birthday party, and I didn't really know this girl like that. But my friend Joanna, she was like, "Oh, let's go to her birthday party," and I was so against it, but I went anyway. And this was new for me, so they went in a circle, and they started saying what they liked about Io, and they were giving words. And I didn't know anything about words. I didn't know the gifts of the Spirit. I didn't know, I didn't know that God could move that way. So for me, as much as I may have said, yeah, everything in the Bible is real, it still wasn't tangible for me. So I went, and I was ready to leave the party. I tried to leave early, and Elijah had stopped me. Some people had stopped me, and I ended up getting words. And they had some words of knowledge of my past and things that I was struggling with and things that I was going through. And I did my best not to cry, but for me, I was like, wait, God, you are so real. It brought the Bible to life for me in a way. And I was kind of worried to bring up this story because I didn't want to just talk about one aspect of God, because obviously that's not all of who he is. But to see that God could, in my mind, it's like, you love me so much that you were willing to give people information about me to fully directly reach me. And so I would say that that's when I had realized, wait, this is real. God is real. That everything in the Word is true, and all that Jesus had said is true. Because for me, healing, I was like, is this all that there is at the time? Is healing available? Is freedom really available? Is it just something I know? Oh, God just loves me. Yeah, I know that, but what is love? What does that entail? The biggest one were the words about my dad. I was going through a lot at that time with my family, but every time we talk about, when we go about our relationship with God, we speak, it's God the Father, so we have to confront our daddy issues. So for me, I had only told a few people about my issues with my parents. So at the time, I was asking Joanna right next to me, did you tell them this? Did you set me up? Literally in the middle of me getting my words, I'm did you? I was so shook. But that was one of the biggest words for me, because I'm wait, you don't know me. I never told you this. How do you? I had no words. I was so caught off guard. And again, that's why it was so real for me, that I'm this has to be God. It's nothing else. And the fact that my dad was brought up, obviously now that I look back, it just emphasized again his love, because he wanted to address these problems. So quickly we want to run away from the words, or we can get afraid of them, because they speak about whatever we struggle with, and those are things that we're shameful of, we want to hide. But if anything, for me, it proves his love that much more, because it's no, I want to tackle this, I want to address this, so that we can get you free, so you can know me. So many other things that flow from it. And I was ready to leave. People stopped me. I was at the door, and they stopped me. And from then on, I stopped drinking. I stopped a lot of things. From that day, I was wait, there's the hope that rose, the faith, that's why I'm here now, because I'm no, I know that God is real. I know that what he says is true. I know that it's available for all of us. So, and that's just a piece, because there's always more. So